Everybody to Rasputin Gaming Presents. This is the Platinum Trophy playthrough for Greedfall. I was going to try and say something spectacular about this episode being the last episode. It's not quite the last episode unless we get through this boss fight a couple of times. Um, but anyways, this is the final boss battle. If we beat him, we get 2 trophies at this point. I've been struggling with this a little bit, so I'm going to try something a little bit different. Even though I'm a magic using kind of dude, we're going to try and fight this boss up close and see how that works. Yeah, I wanted to be close to avoid the fire. We're getting... we're going to need some health. Yeah, of course. Try again. Oh, I thought maybe if we were close enough, his sweep wouldn't hit me. Tail swept. Okay, so maybe that's not the um, best strategy. Seems like being close is not a good way to beat this guy. So, uh, yeah, and now we're kind of trapped by the environment. And you can see our running barely moves. Yeah, we're getting spanked like nobody. I don't know why it sent me back and forth there. Wow, we are struggling something serious at this point. And we had struggled before, if you remember. Oh, there I am. I'm back. Sorry about that. My mic got disconnected. Anyways, I was saying I'm in the midst of switching controllers. My other one isn't charged up, so that's why we're kind of sitting at this screen a little bit. Um, so if you're checking this out on YouTube, you just might want to go fast forward through all this till you see it kick on again, where I have enough charge on the controller to try this again. Um, and we'll see how that works. Um, Yeah, maybe. Oh, here we go. All right, let's try this again. Slow on the dodge. That didn't work so well. Tough fight. And really, as I mentioned before, what makes it so darn tough is the battlefield is so small. Um, it's really conducive to a melee build, which we don't have. I could switch to that, um, but I think that would be a little bit disingenuous. We'll see how far. See, even the rocks, even though, and that's the other thing about this battle now, is when he fires his laser, expect that the rocks are going to fall wherever you're at, not where he shot. Like in on the easy mode, the rocks fell really where he shot his laser at. Come on. Wasting fury bolts. That's unfortunate. I thought we did enough to dodge right there. You got to keep moving because the rocks are going to keep falling. And again, and as I mentioned before in some of the other battles, they're super frustrating when you get detargeted off the boss. There should be no reason for that in this battle because the dang field is so small. See, there it goes again. Wasted 2 fury bolts. Keep moving because the rocks are going to find their way to you. You might have known I noticed I didn't do that last part real well. I had a full fury meter and kept firing. Shit, my mana. Which is not what you want to do. You want to use your fury shots whenever you can. We are almost dead. We got a minute here. Oh, started shooting too soon before the health potion kicked in. Okay, let's get the health potion down now. Oh, I was dodging. Come on, get out of the way of the rocks. Raz. Oh, and I thought we were dodged, but apparently not. Here comes the fire. We're going to be dead. Come on. God, every time I think I'm dodged out of the way, I'm not. And again, the battlefield's jamming me up. Time for a health potion. Jump, jump. Health potion. And there you go. We win. Good job, everybody. Way to hang with me.
No! Stop! Step back.
Nicely done, everybody. Nicely done.
I do not desire your death. I'm sorry. Why? Why have you done this?
And we'll let this play out.
For you. For us. So that we may live free at last. This makes no sense. Constantin, it's madness. You don't understand because you're still attached to the old world. This old, dying world which, to survive, has betrayed, used, and manipulated us and would not have hesitated to kill us. Perhaps, but I've seen death, cousin. And I understood the vanity of it all. My father's ruses just so he could earn more power. The political bowing and scraping to preserve corrupted nations. I have been offered unrivaled power, allowing me to get rid of this, to send the old world back to its inevitable death, and to build something new here. Something unique. And this new world is my gift to you. You and I could be its new gods, the immortal and benevolent monarchs.
He himself is the incarnation of the old world he is speaking of. He has its vices and its poison. For his own immortality, he's prepared to destroy everything around him, to break millennia of cycles. I implore you, flesh of my land, think of all the lives that will come to an end to feed his pride.
Don't listen to this old god. He's like all the others, after all, clinging to life. All you have to do is to bind yourself here, with me, and we will be gods together, forever.
Okay, so you have two choices here. Just like every other time before, we're going to kill Constantin for the good ending, and it should give us 2 trophies coming up right here. So let's do this.
Come. What a shame. Good night, sweet prince.
All right, and now we get the good ending and 2 trophies. The first one, a big step towards peace. And then we'll get a passion for extreme, which is completing the game in extreme mode. So I'll just let them roll instead of zipping right to them. Let the game play out for you.
After the fall of Constantin, my young student
There you go.
managed
Extreme.
to establish stronger links
Passion for the
between
extreme.
the old nations and the
And a big
natives.
step towards peace, as I
Some
mentioned.
of their donegada were even invited to the continent, and with their help, it slowly became a land filled with life again. And for the first time in a long while, the number of cases of the Malicor is decreasing. Those who bravely fought at Dorhad Genadu were celebrated everywhere. After all, if it weren't for this unlikely alliance, the island would have fallen into Constantin's greedy hands. This victory earned Afra the respect of all the native clans. She now spends most of her time with them. Oh, when she isn't with the man she loves, of course. Ciora obtained the title of Marl of the Red Spears alongside her twin. She leads them with wisdom, but often reunites with the one she still calls her Karants. For his bravery, Vasco was awarded the rank of commander. He now travels the sea at the head of a whole fleet, but he often comes back to visit his brother-in-arms. Petrus's ambitions have finally been fulfilled. He obtained the much-coveted title of Cardinal. Despite the responsibilities implied by such a title, he still sometimes visits the one he calls his child. These precious friendships allowed my student to slowly forget Kurt's treason, even though he still feels bitter about it at times. Despite the help Ulan received, which allowed him to restore the importance of the seaside Nemeus, he still had to renounce the role of Marl as he faced the contempt of the other clans. Her friendship with the Renaigse helped Deirdre to overcome her reticence. She willfully accepted to follow the orders of her new High King. Dunkas and his people spent a lot of time with savants and theologians. Patiently, they shared their knowledge of the earth and learnt new techniques from one another. And in so doing, they restored balance between the new world and the old. The natives' hostility towards the Alliance has not diminished, and Governor Byrne is in a delicate situation, especially considering some sordid rumors in Al-Sad regarding the practices of the scholars he protects. The public revelations of Saint Matthias's life led to a deep change in Teleme. The Ordo Luminis was dismantled for good, and the missionaries' purpose is now to establish dialogue rather than conversion. Aware that their culture of secrets would lead them to their demise, the Norts changed their methods. They welcomed numerous new recruits amongst them, notably natives. Already weakened on the continent, the Guard had trouble staying in control of San Mateus. At first, the religious population of the city rejected the authority of their commander, but due to its significant distance from Teleme, they eventually accepted it. Despite the negative influence of some shady members in their midst.
All right, there we go. So now let me get you the last two um, trophies. So what you want to do is choose continue. It'll be right before the last fight. As you see, it takes it from that last save point. And if you're glutton for punishment, go ahead and leave it on extreme difficulty and fight the boss one more time on extreme difficulty. I'm not a glutton for punishment, although I played this entire game, this playthrough of this entire game on extreme. Um, that's for the trophies to get you guys to platinums. So in the meantime, let's make a switch here and let's go to options. Um, and move the difficult all the way down to easy. We want to save that change so we can get you 2 trophies, one of which is the platinum. So now we're going to fight the boss on easy. It should be cakewalk now compared to what we just did. This will be 4th time. You can see the damage difference. He barely hurt me. Last time it would have taken a full third off, and that would have taken another third off. You can definitely dodge the lasers. You can see the rocks fall where his laser was at. Wow, come on with the dodging. Having a little trouble with the controls. He clipped me with it. Oh, and then I stood under the rocks like a tard. Health potion. Let's go ahead and, while we're at it, drop up magic potion. It pisses me off. Even on easy, it pisses me off. Oops. That time I jumped into it. And we're locked behind some rocks. I'm having trouble getting out of my own way here. So there goes. We'll skip all the end.
But for you,
And let's go right to the last choice. We talked all this stuff. Skip this.
all you have to do is to bind yourself here with me.
So now to get your
and we will be gods together
last trophy
forever.
outside of the platinum, you're going to get the bad ending, which is to bind yourself with him. Link yourself to Constantin, and you get the trophy New Gods.
Come.
And I'll let this ending play through since it's the first time we've seen this kind of ending.
You won't regret it, cousin.
See the volcano got in the back disappearing.
Who could have predicted, when my two young
There's
students
one.
left the port of Serene, that they'd become
And
the
the platinum.
gods
Good job.
of Tearfredi, thus plunging the world into
If you
chaos?
remember, only like
Certainly
0.5 of the
not
people ever
me.
played this game
So it
percent
seems that
have the.
I
Now
am
you
a
do too.
poor teacher. Amongst those who had tried to prevent the ritual from taking place, only a handful of dazed survivors remained, helplessly facing hordes of creatures following the orders of the two cousins. Afra and Petrus, former rivals, fell together. They couldn't accept this treason from the one they believed in. As for Vasco, he managed to run away and join the Naut fleet. Rumor has it that he went to their island, his heart full of bitterness, and never left it again. Siora had done well to go back to her sister, who tried to lead a rebellion for a while. But just like the rest of the clans, she eventually acknowledged the power of their new gods. Exiled from the island, all our nations sunk into a state of constant warfare, each accusing the others of being responsible for their terrible defeat. The congregation is now on the verge of falling, and I have no doubt that the others will follow. The lives which haven't been taken by war will be taken by the Malicor. On Tearfredi, the Nauts report that nature has reclaimed its rights in the cities. After a period of chaos that saw the death of many rebel islanders, the survivors reportedly all ended up acknowledging the power of the two cousins. But sadly, this is nothing but hearsay, since the news we receive is scarce and getting even more so.
All right, there you go. Thank you all for following along um, on our Platinum Trophy Greedfall playthrough and game guide here, and how to get the Platinum Trophy. I know this took a while. 39 episodes, 13 on extreme difficulty, but we got there, and hopefully you learned a lot, and in doing so, that you'll convince you to friend and follow us on Twitch. And if you're on YouTube, that you'll like the videos and subscribe to the channel, because I'll continue to bring this kind of content to you. Some more difficult than others, but we will bring you plenty of content, full playthroughs, 100% playthroughs. So looking forward to bringing you the next thing. I've had some requests to finish up some partial playthroughs I've done, um, particularly Dragon Age Inquisition. I know I have to finish up Witcher 3, and then we have some Bioshock and Dishonored on deck as well. So look forward to seeing you next time. Be safe out there in 2021. And this one was for the big Harls. We'll see you guys next time.